Well, hello again. I've got another Sudoku here that I think looks interesting and also a little bit intimidating this time because it's by 2/10th. And the last time I did a puzzle by 2/10th, there was a lot of coloring involved, and I had some trouble since I'm colorblind. And this one looks like it might need coloring again. We'll see, maybe not. But it just feels like one of those puzzles. So I guess we'll see what happens. So this is called X marks the black dots or X marks all the black dots. And like I said, it's by 2/10th. It's like crop key and XV, but just sort of half of each because we only have black dots and X's. So there is a negative constraint on the black dots and the X's, but no negative constraint on white dots and V's. Otherwise, it's just normal rules. Black dots are a ratio of 1 to 2, so like 1 and 2, 2 and 4, etc. The X's are sum to 10, so 1 and 9, 2 and 8 in some order, something like that. And that's it, that's all the rules. Link in the description down below, as usual, if you want to try the puzzle out yourself, and I'm going to give it a shot now, so let's see how it goes. So, normally with crop key puzzles, I start by looking for something that has, like right here, like a chain of dots. That one's not going to be very helpful though. Yeah, normally something like this, if they were in the same box, you could eliminate 3 and 6 as options because of the repeated digit here, but they're in. And in fact, so not only can they repeat because they're in different boxes, they have to repeat this time because of the X here. So these two are going to be the same digit, but they could be, you know, a lot of things right now. So maybe instead of that, we should look at, yeah, right here. There's 4 X's in here. So all of these cells are on an X. So the 5 is going to go there because it's the only digit that can't be on an X because it would have to have another 5 in order to sum to 10. So it tells us there's a 5 down here, but I don't know that that's going to do much for us. Could do a 5 anywhere up there. Okay, so 5s aren't going to be helpful yet. That has to be in one of those. There, no, I don't think. I don't think that's going to be useful. Okay, now, oh right, because the X's and the black dots pair up different digits. So, like for example, a 6 with a black dot it has to be paired with a 3, but on an X it has to be paired with a 4. So the ones that are going to cause us the trouble are the 4 and the 8 and the 2, I suppose, kind of, because since there's, yeah, so right. So let's think about 3 and 6. Um if there's a 3 or a 6 on one of these black dots. Well, actually, first of all, let's just think, can we do 1, 2, 4, and 8? Could we not have a 3 and a 6 on a black dot? Well, the answer is no, because the 4 is going to need to have a 6 paired with it on the X. So if you put 1, 2, 4, and 8 here, um, no, sorry, it's not the 4 and the 6 that's the problem, it's the 2 and the 8 that's the problem. If you do 1, 2, 4, and 8, the 2 is going to have an 8, but you can't put an 8 out here because the 8's high. So we can, basically you have to have a 3 and 6 on one of these, is what I'm trying to say in a very uneloquent way. So one of these two black dots is going to have a 3, 6 somewhere. So let's just, for argument's sake, imagine it's right here. If this is 3 and 6, we've got 4 and 7 on the X's. Well, that means we've used the 4. The 4 goes with the 6, wherever that is. And so now we can't put a 4 on the other dot, so it's going to have to be 1 and 2. So these are 1, 2, 3, and 6. These are 4, 7, 8, and 9, just the counterparts. Now the trick here is, wherever the 2 is, it's going to have a 1 connected to it on a black dot. Let's just say this is the 2. It's going to have a 1. It's also going to have an 8. And so the 2 and the 2 and the 8 are together, but they both have to avoid the 4. So if this is 2, yeah, so this can't be a 2. If this was 2, this would be 8. You'd have 1 and 9. Now you have 2 and 8, and the 4 has to be in one of those, but it can't be next to the 2 or the 8. So this can't be 2, which means that can't be 8. Oop. And 1 and 9. We can remove all of those. Now, can we do something similar on the other side here? So let's imagine 1, 2. That would put a 4 there. So you'd have to have 7. No, wait, what? What did I do? 1, 2. No. See, the black dots and the X's are messing with my brain because I did 1 and 2, and then I wanted to put a 4 with the 2, but that would be on a dot. It would be 1, 2, 8. 8, but it would still put a 7 there. The 4 over here, that would be okay. 2, you'd have 9. You'd have 8 here, 2 and 8. Yeah, I think that's okay. What about 3, 6, 4? The 4 here is what I'm wondering. Because if you have a 4 here, you can't have... Right. So if there's a 4 here, this would have to be a 7. But the 4 and the 7 go with the 3 and the 6 that have to be together. So yeah, this can't be 4. And so we can remove some digits that way. Now the other thing I'm noticing is this one right up here. Let's just go ahead and jump in with the coloring. Rip the Band-Aid off and get it over with. All right. So this one, the red digits. So this one can't be the red digits. This one can't be red, and this one can't be red because all 3 of these X's have one of their digits in this column 8. So these are going to have to be red. Now I don't know, which one's the smaller digit and which one's the bigger digit up here. But those are, I'm not even going to put the digits in there for now. Those are definitely that. Now we can do the same thing here, right? This one can't be any of those. It also can't be the red, so it has to be the same as these. We'll make those blue, how about? But again, we don't know which is the small and which is the big. So this one's going to have to be one of those 2. So I guess we can say it's 1, 2, 3, 6. This is 4, 7, 8, 9. You know what we do know? Right. So this 1, 2, 3, 6 quadruple here. Well, this cell right here, this 1, 2, or 3, whatever it is, this red one, is going to be somewhere on this red domino up here. So we've got that same 1, 2, 3, 6 quadruple right here. Even though we don't know where, which one of these 2 the 4th one is in, we know it's in one of those 2 cells. So that gives us a 1, 2, 3, 6 quadruple, which means this cannot be 1, 2, 3, or 6. This has to be 4, 8 on this black dot down here, giving us 6 and 2. Right, and that's going to eliminate some stuff here. So the 2 and the 8, and since that's not 2, this can't be 1 and 9. Now 2, 6. So this is 1, 3, 7, and 9 somehow up here. Can we 4, 8? Oh, and now that this is a 4 or an 8, this one can't be a 4 anymore because either the 4 is here or this is an 8, in which case you can't put a 4 there because of the negative constraints. So we can eliminate all of those. Cool. Now we've got a 2, 6 pair here. 4, 8, 1, 3, 1, 3. So the 7, 9. So these are a 5. One of these 2 is a 5, and one of them is the other of 7 or 9 that's not in the red there. 2, 6, 4, 8. So this is, the blue here. Right, and so now we've got a 4, 8 pair, because one of the 4 and 8s is in the blue, and the other one is right here. So this can't be 4 or, oh, well, right. No, we don't even need to do that. We've got 2, 6, 4, and 8 down here, so these have to be, what, 1 and 3, I think are the only options left. which puts 6 and 2 right here. Okay, more 2s and 6s. Yep. Yep, I had a feeling this was going to end up being coloring. 2, 6, 36, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, okay. So, what can we do now? One, 3. Oh, the 1, 3. We have a 1, 3 pair. So this is 2. Right. So this is going to be a 2, 6 in here, a 2, 6 there, a 4, 8, a 4, 8, 1, 3, 1, 3. So the other of the 7 and 9 has to go down here, and it has to be the red 7 and 9. All right, we're gonna have to start coloring some stuff, I think. The 2 6s. Let's do. Should we color some 2 6s, or should we? I don't know. I don't know what the best plan is here. Um. All right, I'm gonna color some stuff. I'm gonna see if that helps. So we know the blue. So this is gonna be the other one. Let's do, how about purple for the other 2 6? That's not the blue. So this one is gonna be purple. Um. Oh, and this has to go with 4 or 8. So those two are gonna be the same. Maybe pink. I don't know. I think that's pink. I'm gonna probably call these colors the wrong names, so you'll just have to bear with me. Um, we don't know. Oh, we do know. Right. So this can't. I was gonna say we don't know which 1, 3 these are, but we do because this is the red 7 and 9, and there's no X here, so we can't put the red 1, 3 right next to it. So it has to be this way, which means these two. Let's go with that, and then maybe we'll go that color. How about that? We'll go with that for now. So, do we know which one is which on any of these down here? That's the question. The 1, 3. Yeah. So the 1, 3 on the black dot has to go with the blue 2, 6. So it's going to go there. So that means this one has to be the purple 2, 6, which means this one is the blue one. And this is the... Okay, so let's change the 4, 8. And we'll... The problem is these are the 2 blues, but we'll just kind of know that that's the case for right now. This is the pink one. This is the purple one. Yep. Just wondering if there's something that I should be seeing. So this can't be 7 and yeah, that's not a problem though, because we know that the one that goes with the whatever digit this is, the X that goes with it is down here. So this one definitely is not the X that goes with it. Hold on. I'm getting a phone call. Pause. All right. Back. Sorry. I was waiting on that phone call. About sealing my driveway. Okay, so Right, so we don't have to worry too much about avoiding the X here because the one that goes with this digit on the X is going to be down here anyways, so that's not really a problem. What about up here? So we've already got the 2 6s. So these can't be 2 or 6. So, 2 6. So it also can't have 4 or 8. 2 6 4 8. So it's got to be 1 3 7 9 somehow. Same, not the same for right here because, in fact, this has to be a 2 6 4 8, doesn't it? Because it can't be any of these three of 1 3 7 and 9, and so it also can't have this 1 3 because it would need to have the red 7 9. So this has to be 2 6 4 8, and we've already got 3 of the 2 6. So this has to be the other 4 8, and it's gonna be the darker blue, which gives us a 2 6 right there. 1 3 with the gold, just like this one here. And so now this can't be 1 3. It could still be 7 or 9 though, couldn't it? But what can we put right here? Because this can't be a 2 6 4 or 8. So it's got to be a 1 or a 3. And then it's got to go with the 2 or the 6. And it's got to be the other one. So the purple, right? Yep, and this has to be the red. And therefore, this one up here has to be the, not the red, it has to be the blue. Right? No. No, sorry. 1 3, not the blue. The yellows. It has to be the yellows. This is the yellows. So, right, and this can't be 7 or 9 because of the black dot. So this has to be the 7 9 up here. So this is the yellow and the yellow. And that makes this one the blue 2 6 and the darker blue 4 8. Very nice. Now, is there any place that we can... Let's see, we know this is the same as this one. Right, and if this is the 1 or the 3, then it's going to have a black dot. So this has to be the 7 9, this has to be the 1 3. Just wondering if there's any place that we can use the negative constraint to disambiguate these yet. Not seeing it. There's probably a way, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, so these have to be 5 7 and 9, and it's gonna be the red 7 9. This one can't be the red 7 9 because it's already got a red right there. So this is the 5, this is the red. Actually, let's, now that we know which one's which up here, let's make the 7 9 gray, just so we have different colors. Okay, and so now, do we know? Yes, right here sees both colors of 7 and 9. So this has to be the 5. This has to be the 5. This is going to be the yellow 7 9. What's up here? We need a 4 8, a 1 3, and a 7 9. The 4 8 has to be this one. It can't be right there. And it needs the yellows. So this can't be the, yeah. This one can't be 7 9. But it could be the 1 3 or the 4 8. This one can't be the 1, 3, but it could be the 4, 8 or the 7, 9. Yeah, I think so. This one can't be the 4, 8. It could be the 1, 3, the 7. Okay. So we don't know which one goes where over there yet. I don't think. Yeah, no, we don't. So let's see, where do we look next? 2, 6 down here. Well, what's left for right here? So we know it can't be yellow, but yellow can't be on a dot anyways. Okay, red and purple. It can't be red and purple. But I don't think we can rule out. I mean, it could be like pink and dark blue, couldn't it? This could be pink, and those could be dark blue. You'd have light blue. I think that's possible. So even though we've been putting these together on dots, we have to remember that we can also put some of these other ones on dots potentially. Okay, well we've got the 2, 6 and the 2, 6. The 2, 6s have to be up here. And interesting. So what can we put right here? Because we can't do this one. We could do the red. Yeah, and we can't do 4 and 8, obviously, because one of the 4 and 8s is there, and one of the 4 8s is here. So this can't be 4, 8. Could it be 2, 4? This would be 8, 2, 6, 4. No, because 8, 2, 6, 4. These are a 4 and an 8, so we can't have 4 or 8 right there. Right, so it has to be 1, 2, or 3, 6. Which is one of these in here. So it's going to have to be, and it can't be the gold, so it can't be the light blue, so it's got to be the purple and red, and we have a purple right there, so this has to be the red. And this has to be the purple. Okay, and which means we've already used both of the 1, 3s, so we can't have a 1, 3 right there. And we know this can't be the 4 and the 8 for the same reasons as up there. So this has to be 2 or 6. And it can't be this one. It's got to be the light blue. Which then goes with the gold. Doesn't necessarily, though. I just don't want to avoid the possibility of... Because we keep doing like 1, 2, and 3, 6 for these dots. But 2, 4, could we do a 2, 4? This would have to be 8. No, because if you did 2, 4, this would be 8 and 2. So you couldn't do 2, 4. So this is going to have to be 1 and 3. Okay, which means it is the gold one, because it goes with the light blue. And that means we have a gold up here, because gold, the gold's got to go at the top up here. And so now the 7, 9 then has to be there, and the 4, 8 has to be right there. Okay, so 4, 8, 4, 8. It's got to be one up here. Okay. Already got 2, 6, and 7, 9 pairs, so we have to have a 1, 3. Can't have a 1, 3 here, so this is either going to be 5, 4, 8. The other 1, 3 has to be... Yeah, over here. Okay. What's left in here? We got 3, Excuse me, we got 3 things left in here. We need a 4-8 and a 7-9 and a 5. This one and this one. It's those 3. And so again, the same kind of thing as up here. We don't know which one is where yet. Well, we know this one, right, this 4-8 can't be next to the purple 2-6 because it would need an X. It also can't be there, so this has to be the pink 4-8. And this can't be the 5, so this has to be the 5. This is going to be the 7-9, and that's the yellow one. So now 3, 2, 6, so 4-8, 7-9. And the gray 7-9 can't be next to the red 3, so this has to be the gray 7-9. So the other 4-8, and so this is, one of these two is a 4-8 and one of them is a 5. And the 4-8, right, it's the blue 4-8, which can't be next to the blue 2-6. So this has to be the 5. This has to be the blue 4-8. There's a fly buzzing my head, driving me crazy. That'll be my excuse when it takes longer than it should to solve this. It was the fly, had to be. So we need the red 1-3 over here, and we need the blue 4-8. Is there anything we can say about those? Not really. Neither of those are affected by this. Okay, so what are our options over here then? So this can't be the yellows, because we've got a yellow there. It can't be the gray and the red, because we've got both gray and red. It can't be this one, so it's got to be the blues. This has to be the blue 2-6 and 4-8. I'm just going to make them both the light blue for now, because we don't know for sure which one is where. This is also going to be the same thing, the X's. So this is gonna have to be probably the gold 1-3. But it could also be the pink 4-8. If this was the dark blue 4-8. I don't want to forget that as a possibility and just assume that it's going to be these same combinations of dots, even though it probably is going to be. All right, well, either way, we've got the blues. What other color are we missing here? We've got the golds, the grays, the red. 5, the blues. 3. We need the yellow 7-9. The yellow 7-9 is what we're missing. That's got to be over there to complete this row. There's got to be some place that we can... Right here. Yes, we can finally disambiguate these. Okay. Right here. I'm glad I looked. This 4-8. There is no dot or X between it and this 2-6. Right? If this is a 4 and that's a 2, you need a dot. If this is an 8 and that's a 2, you need an X. Therefore, this cannot be 2. The light blues are 6s. All right, this is going to help significantly. That gives us 4s for the dark blues, and more importantly, potentially for me, is I can now stop coloring once I get these in here. And that is going to be very helpful. So these are all 8s. These now have to be 3s because of the dot, which gives us 7s for the other yellow. 9s for the grays. And 1s for the reds. This is a 3. 7. These are 4 and 6 in some order. And now I'm going to get rid of the coloring. There we go. All right, so these are 1 and 4 to finish the row. Is there anything we know about these? We don't really know yet. This has to be 2, 8, or 3. It can't be 2, so it's got to be 3 or 8 to go with the 4 or the 6. All right, what do we have here? We can't do 1. We can do 1 and 9. We can't do 2, 8, 3, 7, or 4, 6. So those are 1 and 9. The rest are all ruled out by that. These are 4, 5, and 7. This can't be 5 or 7. That one can't be 5. Now for the column, we have 1 and 3, and they have to be in this order, which is going to give us the 8 there and make this 4 and 4 and 6. So it was 4 and 8, actually. Interesting. It was not the 6 and the 3, as I sort of suspected it might be. These are 8 and 9. The 9 down here is going to give us the order. I'm glad I didn't just assume that was going to match these up here. 4 is going to give us the 1 and the 4 there. That 1 is going to give us the 9 and the 1. We need 2, 3, and 7 across here. But we got to avoid the black dot there. So, that can't be 3. And the black dot here we got to avoid. So it goes that way. What's left in the row here? 3, 8, and 9. This one has to be 3, 8, and 9. Don't see how to fix those yet. This is going to be 1, 2, and 5. 1, 2, 1, 5, 2, 5. Because of these. 1, 2, 5, 2, 5. Well, the 8, wherever the 8 is, can't be with the 2. So this is either 8, 1 or 9, 2. All right, let's go up here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. This one has to be the 6 because of the 8 and 9. This can't be the 8 because it would be next to a 2. So that gives us that. It gives us the 8 and the 9. Now that 8 can't be next to a 2. Gives us all of those. And then we just have to finish off. We need a 5 for the column. 7 and I think a 2. And there we go. That is X marks the black dots. Did it in just a shade over 30 minutes. We're going to blame my color vision and the fly that was buzzing around my head for a while for putting me over the 30-minute mark. That'll be my excuse. That was a cool puzzle. You know, there was a lot of coloring, and sometimes that's tricky for me, but I really didn't have too much trouble with the coloring this time. It wasn't too bad. Sometimes you can get into trouble where you're trying to mark things as multiple colors, and I really didn't need to do that this time. There's a couple times that I maybe could have done that, but kind of where I had like the 2 things marked as red, you didn't know which was which, but there wasn't too much trouble with wanting to mark more than one cell. And I know there are some programs that will let you mark more than one color in the same cell. CTC's web app will let you do that, and I've seen a lot of people starting to use that too, so maybe I'll have to look into using that one in the future, but I'm just used to this program, and a lot of people provide links to it, so it makes it easier. But I enjoyed that puzzle. That was a lot of fun, and anything with pirates always catches my attention. It doesn't really have pirates, but you say X marks the spot, and I immediately just think of pirates, and so I guess, speaking of pirates, I can't miss an opportunity to plug my pirate puzzle hunt again, so link in the description like usual if you haven't already tried that. It's fun. It's a little difficult, but it's a lot of fun. And let me know what you thought of this puzzle if you tried it and how it went for you. And I'll see you guys again soon with another puzzle. Thanks. Bye.